In this week's Bleach, Ichibei gets freaky.
Stop going unnoticed with your boring nice guy look and start scaring the shit out of people.
Bleach Chapter 607, The Master, starts with a creepy-eyed color page of Ichibei, then picks up with Bach asking Ichibei if he looks like he's hurting. To have the leader of the Shinigami fear him so much that he has to cut his power in half, could there be any better feeling?
On a roller coaster ride, my dick sucked.
It's actually a shame because even with half his power gone, he still has the ability to restore it all back to himself. That power's a shame?
Well, that's a shame, because you're a fucking liar, Andy!
He continues to say if he can't comprehend it, he'll spell it out for him. Even with his powers, no one can take anything away from him.
You know what? That's bullshit.
If he wasn't aware of it before, he should know now that everything in this world is his for the taking.
I am God!
Bach then summons a bunch of sharp-looking lights and sends them spiraling towards Ichibei, who doesn't seem the least bit worried about this.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Ichibei then simply claps his hands to destroy the attack. He tells Bach he clearly takes his kindness for granted, and he specifically cut his power in half to preserve his dignity.
What the fuck are you saying?
If he were to crush him while at full power, the Quincy reputation would be immediately tarnished. Ichibei launches himself towards Bach and uses an attack called the 100-Step Banister. He figures screw it, because if Bach dies, his reputation isn't worth a damn anyway.
Shut your fucking face.
Bach then creates a dome known as Bleach Chapter, which acts as a defense barrier that extends outside his body.
How did you get in there? How the fuck did you get in there?
Unimpressed by this technique, Ichibei uses a hidden Hado known as the Third Path Iron Wind Strike.
Okay, too many different words coming at me from too many different sentences.
The Hado creates a dragon-looking thing that ends up blowing away the Blute Vein Dome as if it were nothing.
We got you, you son of a bitch.
Ichibei grabs Bach by the throat and is ready to give the final blow, but Bach releases something on him.
Fuck did you just shoot me with?
The Blute Vein Barrier erodes everything that comes in contact with him in order to extend its reach, and it can consume the whole body. It looks as though his entire left side is done for.
Oh my god, look at your eyes. Look at your eyes, you fuck.
But Ichibei calls Bach a fool for thinking his left side could be overcome, and he flexes the Blute Vein right out.
Now you're a man! A man!
With his bulging muscles, Ichibei grabs Bach by the throat once again and slices him across the face.
Huh? What the hell's going on here?
The two separate as Ichibei decides he's had enough of Bach's insolence and makes himself judge, jury, and executioner. Damn, Ichibei is hardcore, right?
When I'm done with you, my mom's gonna pick me up and take me home.
He then calls out the command, paint it black. He reveals his Shikai, Ichimonji.
Hail to the king, baby.
Awesome chapter this week. This is getting up there as one of the better fights of Bleach. Bach regaining the other half of his power he lost seemed a little quick, but having the ability to absorb energy around him makes sense, so I can't complain. Also, seeing this new power of the Blute Vein Barrier was cool. Great to see Bach actually having to use his powers instead of just one-shotting people with his sword or his arrows. And Ichibei is just going all out here. He comes off as this nice guy, but I'll be damned if he isn't the toughest son of a bitch we've seen in this series. Insulting the entire Quincy reputation, blowing down a Blute Vein Barrier, and only flexing his muscles to negate an attack is amazing. He said before his brush was not meant to cut flesh, and yet we see after releasing his Zanpakuto, he has a blade appearing at the end. So I'm very curious as to what his released form can do, plus this must mean he's still got a Bankai left. And honestly guys, there's not much else I can say about how much I enjoyed this chapter. Both Ichibei and Bach are fighting like badasses and flaunting off their power. Extremely looking forward to what the two of them have in store for next week.
And if you don't shut your mouth, I'm gonna kick you so hard in the balls, I will create a vagina.
So I gotta give this chapter a 9 out of 10. Blute Vein Ahaben was a cool twist on the power. Ichibei ain't nothing to fuck with as he released his Zanpakuto, and this fight is just pure awesomeness to say the least. For my question of the week, what more do you believe Ichibei will be able to do with his Ichimonji? Favorite comments always featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Alright, that does it for me. Remember to leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach chapter reviews. And don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, Hummingbird, or DeviantArt. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I know this year I'm thankful to all you guys who continue to support and watch these little reviews. I'll see you all next week with Ichibei's Ichimonji. Peace.